Hello. Oh, hey everyone, my name is Jay Patel. I'm a second year student here at Glendon.
And I'm Lily. I'm a first year student at Glendon.
And we're here to just basically talk about our experiences in terms of the English language and how we've grown up with it and everything. So to start off, Lily, what is your relation to English? So when did you start learning it? Is it your mother tongue? So on and so forth.
Yeah, English is my mother tongue. All my family speaks it. I don't think anybody in my family speaks a different language. We're all kind of like 18th generation Canadian. So, well, that's an over exaggeration. But yeah, I started learning English since I was a kid. So, and it's the only language that I know. I'm trying to learn French, which is a struggle. But yeah, that is my relationship with English and yours.
So basically, my parents immigrated here in the mid-1990s, but I was born and raised here. So basically what ends up happening is I ended up learning my family mother tongue, which is Gujarati, back when I was younger. But then for some weird reason, it was my mother tongue. I got into kindergarten, forgot a lot about it, learned a lot of English, English into my mother tongue, started learning French afterwards. So I've been kind of just, for the past 19 years, randomly juggling 3 languages and hoping for the best. My English is terrible, my French is terrible, my Gujarati is terrible. I will stutter and mix up words, but that's just kind of what I am right now. I kind of consider English my mother tongue for now. And I've used it since kindergarten. I feel like I've just been using it ever since.
Do you speak, what's the language?
Gujarati.
That language, I can't remember, I'm going to try
No, it's
to
okay, don't
pronounce
worry.
it. At home, or do you speak English at home?
Surprisingly, I've used the Gujarati language at home a lot, especially with family, with family coming over, the community. I've used it a lot at York University as well. My friends here at Glendon who do speak the language,
Oh, good.
screaming it out in the middle of the breezeway is a lot of fun. And of course, with the Indian Cultural Association at York, I'm able to connect with a lot of people from my own culture,
Okay.
from my own language, and kind of converse, but also learn the language as well. So I've learned a lot of that as well.
That's neat.
So going on to the next part, we all use different types of slang.
Yes.
So what types of slang do you normally use in your daily life, and how does it impact you?
I guess, when I text, because you're being lazy when you're texting. But I'm not in with the slang. Like, I guess I say cool beans a lot.
I haven't heard that in a really, really long time.
Yeah, I say cool beans. I say lol, like LOL, but now people are saying ASAP is slang. What else? Awesome sauce.
I haven't said that in a while.
But like I'm not in with the Toronto slang. So that's like a foreign language to me especially when my sister's friends are speaking. My sister's in grade 11 and all of her friends are speaking a different language because it's all slang and I don't know what that is.
That makes sense.
But yeah, and I guess BT dubs.
I've never used that.
Really?
There's a lot of slang that I'm surprised. I haven't used a lot.
But a lot of it is joking too. Like I don't normally. I mean, like BT dubs or like TTYL, but that TTYL is like since I was in grade 6. But yeah, I don't know.
But no, that's a huge surprise because I've never used a lot of the slang that you've just said. Maybe it's a lot more different for me because I went to high school in Brampton.
But the Brampton slang
The
is
Brampton
different
slang
than
a
the
lot more
Toronto
different.
slang.
So you have this stereotypical, what are you saying, dag? Or who's man's? And I still get
Or
goosebumps whenever I think
fam.
So yeah.
Or sauce for pass. Like pass
Yeah.
is just a small word already.
So there you go. It's little things like that where I, for some weird reason, never caught on, but I've always understood it if anybody brought it up to me. So that was one other thing. But for some weird reason in Toronto and Brampton and Scarborough, Rexdale, mainly those 4 cities, the usage of other languages in their slang. People yelling out wallahi, which basically means to swear on God, or on God. And it's
Where does that come from?
I think it's either the Arabic language.
Oh.
A lot of people from Somalia use it, or the Somali language. So that being integrated into common language where people in Brampton who do not associate with the religion of Islam or from the country of Somalia or in that area or vicinity would be using it. People using the word wagwan. It is a Jamaican slang for saying hello, from what I've understood. And a lot of people end up using it in normal slang.
But that's not in Toronto.
It's Toronto.
Really?
People in Toronto, Brampton, Rexdale, Scarborough, and it's turned into this, Toronto slang has turned into this multi-diverse linguistic slang where you are using
Is that,
pictures.
what is that called? Is that like a, we learned it in class. Like a mixed language, you know?
Yeah,
What was it?
I honestly don't remember either. But if I remember, I'll think back to it.
Oh, like
But
a pigeon or something like that,
yeah.
or Creole.
yeah.
Something like that.
So because of that mix and mashup of different languages, styles of talking,
Mhm.
everything, it's kind of just become who I am and what I've understood. So for example, I know a lot of people up north, or what I consider up north, anything above Vaughan, they say it's a bit nippy outside.
That means it's like, it's cold.
It's cold, and I've never heard that
Really?
before coming into university. So it's those little things that kind of throw me off sometimes, but I've gotten used to it for now.
That's so interesting. Yeah. I guess I grew up in a very, like, not very diverse area of, like, downtown Toronto.
Yeah.
Like, I went to Rosedale. I don't know if you know Rosedale High School. The Arts is an art school. So it's just a lot of white kids pretending to be hood. Or trying to. So.
Or a lot of brown boys trying to be hood back in Brampton. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, so there's not, like, the slang is very much, like, stoner slang.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So, I don't know, it was, I was just like, ugh, I was so done. But yeah, I don't know what's next. Oh, English in Bollywood. You talked about that in class. You said that Bollywood is now integrating English in some of their movies or TV shows.
It's actually really a bit more on the terrifying side. I've been watching Indian TV shows since I was born. Honestly, yeah, since I was born, I can just remember watching TV shows. And over time, the topics that are kind of being talked about and everything like that. So everything like that in terms of, for example, there'd be the main character, and the individual would be speaking in English to his mom, who would then be speaking in Hindi, which is the regional language of the country. For some weird reason, the mother understands it, the son understands it as well, but they're conversing in two different languages. Or in this new phase, Bollywood has been using a lot of English in a lot of their songs, and a lot of the rapping that they bring forward, and I feel like it's drastically different because India already is so diverse in their languages.
Yeah.
There's about
Even like
18.
each province or each like
So
region.
yeah, so the way that India was divided after independence was that every language got its own state. So right now there are about 30 states overall, but there are 18 official languages, including English, Hindi, and everything that I
And
speak
India
as well.
is this big compared to Canada, which is this big.
Yes, but population-wise, we are second biggest, almost beating out China, almost there. But that linguistic difference does play a huge role, and it could potentially be used in such a great way in order to promote their own regional languages and everything. But it isn't, and instead it's English that's being used.
Yeah,
So
I know.
that drastic change is huge. It's surprising, but I think it's just what people want, and I feel like Bollywood, because it's kind of like Hollywood, you gear towards what people want to see.
Yeah.
And if people want to see English, if people want to see rap, if people want to see more English language vocabulary in their TV shows, that's what they're going to end up going for.
Yeah. It's just because I feel like pop culture, like American or Western pop culture, is so strong, like internationally, that like people don't communally listen to, like I don't know, like Indian music
Yeah.
or like like African music or South American music. Like it's strictly, like, you can find pop culture everywhere. And I was speaking actually to the person I'm mentoring, and she says, "Yeah, we listen to all the pop songs, but like we don't know what it says all the time because it's in English, right?
Yeah.
So if English isn't the first language, they just kind of like they know the words, but they
just
They
assume
don't.
the meaning.
know what it means, or like they can like they'll hear a word over and over again and know the word, but not know what it means, and it's really interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say something else about it, but yeah, I don't know. I don't because we talked about it in a class about English becoming less dominant, but I think because of pop culture, it can't. Like it won't.
I feel like the situation with that is it all depends. Like, for example, there is a huge, what I consider a huge fan base over Korean
Yeah.
pop.
Yeah.
And the amount of individuals who are now trying to learn Korean so they can get more involved into the community. I don't think that English will ever diminish.
No.
It's that one weird language that's always going to be there, regardless of if you're in the Olympics, and it's always going to be announced. balanced in English
Yeah.
alongside the other languages, or you're kind of watching TV or anything like that, you end up using English regardless. I don't think that would be less dominant, but I do feel like there are going to be languages coming up really soon, such as Hindi or such as Korean, because of their huge fan base due to their pop culture, and they're going to be competing with English very soon. I wouldn't be surprised, but I feel like it's only something that time can tell.
Yeah. Only time will tell the future of English in the world.
Exactly. We have hit our limit, so we will end our interview here. But we really do hope you liked our video. We kind of rambled on. I did, but I mean, it's okay. And did you want to end off with anything?
See you later.
All right, I'll see you soon.